a great trick for you. And I'm going to use a deck of cards, and this is an interesting deck of cards. It's a standard bicycle deck, but I picked it up in a charity shop or a thrift store, whatever you want to call it. And there was a few of these, and obviously some young person has been at one point getting into card tricks. If you can see what they've done there, they've basically got a Sharpie, coloured Sharpie pen, and gone absolutely mental on the box, and it looks pretty good actually. So I thought I'd just mention that. And you never know, the person that did it might one day watch this video and go, "Oh wow, that's my artwork." And the cards are quite new. It's almost as though they've never been touched, to be honest. So I've got a nice trick, and the way it works is you just get a deck of cards. It's one of the easiest tricks to perform. Just take a regular deck of cards, take a few cards off the top. What you're going to do is you're going to turn the cards face up like this. You can see I've got these cards face up, and I'm going to keep them face up. I'm just going to interweave them like this into the deck. Yep. I'm going to do overhand shuffles. Can I do that so you can see these really are mixed in? I'm going to do overhand shuffles. I'll do riffle shuffles. I'll cut the cards. I'll do another overhand shuffle. One more riffle. One more cut. I'm going to take these cards behind my back and do some sorting out. Well, probably under the table actually. Might be easier. And here's a question. If I spread these cards, how much time do you think I'd need to take in the information so I could then sort out the cards without looking at them? How much time do you think I'd have to look at the cards? I'm going to look at the cards for that amount of time. Then I'm going to take them under the table. I'm going to sort them out. Okay. I'm going to make the outrageous claim that in this group of cards here, there is exactly the same amount of face-up cards as there are in this group of cards here. Let's count them. Over here, let's count the face-ups. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 face-up cards. Let's count the ones here. Let's count them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and last of all at the end, the King of Hearts makes 14. The same amount of face-up cards here as there, done completely blindfold. If you think that's a good trick, get in touch. I usually put the email on the screen. The reason I don't do tutorials is because, well, there's a couple of reasons. I have done a couple of tutorials. The reason I make these videos is I started making them because I wanted to move from practice to performance, and videos is an easy way to do that. So I've been learning card tricks for a lot of decades, but I've been dipping in and out from being a child. I've been quite young. I've dipped in and out of it. And finally, a friend of mine showed me a card trick, and he'd been getting into learning card tricks. And it got me back into it. And when I got back into it, I picked up where I left off, and I started to realise that in actual fact, I was just getting to the point where I think I can actually perform. I think I could do some performances. And the videos have really helped me do that, to move into performance. And I've learnt a lot of my weaknesses by watching the videos, and I've strengthened my weaknesses a little bit in that way. Another reason that I'm making the videos is when I create things, I want to document what I've created. So there are some tutorials. This is because I'm documenting what I've created. So I'm trying to ride a fine line between not breaking a rule. A rule of my own is don't show people a card trick and then show them how it works, because you basically just defeated the object of what you're trying to do, in my opinion. You're basically trying to astonish people with a cool effect, something mysterious, and then you basically just show them exactly how it works, and it takes every. It's a bit like what's he called in The Prestige, where he shows that kid a coin and he says, "Don't ever tell anybody how it works. There'll be nothing to them once you tell them how it works." It's not about me wanting to be something, but it's more about the actual power of a card trick, the power to impress and astonish people. You know, it's a little bit of something wonderful in it that you don't really want to. People know it's not real, but you don't want to spoil it by, oh, guess what? This is how it works. And in fact, I learnt this lesson the hard way, because the friend of mine I just mentioned, ages ago, I showed him a trick, and immediately after showing him the trick, I showed him how it worked. And he literally said to me, he said, "I wish you hadn't shown me how it worked," because it basically just overturned the feeling that he had to start with. I just overturned it, turned the tables basically, and I learnt from that. So yeah, so I'm wanting to move from practice to performance. I'm wanting to document things that I invent, and another reason is probably just to discuss and share the things I'm excited about at this current moment in time. But I am willing to discuss the workings of tricks and stuff. But that's why I've got an email on the channel, and I put an email on the screen. So I'd rather have an email discussion with people, point them to the places I've been. Like this, for example, this trick here. I recently just watched a video, and this video basically has got the cogs turning. I reworked it and came up with this. So this is information that I'm happy to talk about, but I'm sometimes a bit reluctant to blatantly just go out there and put it straight out there, because I don't know whose toes I'm stepping on. I don't know who the original concept, the person whose video I watched, they're putting a lot of information out freely. Is it their information? Are they stepping on toes by doing that? I don't know. You see, I ain't got the knowledge and the history behind me necessarily. I'm looking into it and researching bits and bats and getting there with it. So yeah, give me an email. I always put the email on the screen now. I think I'm going to keep doing that anyway. If it's not on the screen, it'll definitely be in the details, or if you go to the channel information, the email's there. So thanks for your time, thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you again in the near future. Take care.